Hey guys, so rather than calling everybody every single day to let them know I'm alive, I figured I'd just do this video. So, yes, Mom, if you're watching, your son is still alive, even though you just called him yesterday. Or, well, I texted you. It's complicated. Let's see. So, today's Sunday. I've been here for about half a week now. Let's see, moving in. It's amazing how everything fits so nicely into my car, and then how many trips I had to make. It was like 12 trips, and I'm living on the sixth floor right now. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Especially some of the bigger, heavier things. Um, One of the elevators was broken, so people were constantly getting stuck in it. That was funny. Um, Roommates, they're all nice. Like, um, two of them, they got their own rooms, and then I'm sharing a room with another guy. It's constantly freezing cold in here. Most of them are from up north, so yeah, given that back home the house is always at like 80 something degrees, it's something I'm trying to get used to. Um, let's see. Uh, as for the dorm itself, it's surprisingly roomy. Like, it's small, and sometimes it feels cramped, but it's also roomy at the same time. It's very hard to explain. Um, Given that I don't really get up and walk around in the room much, maybe that's it. Um, the internet's fast. That's plus. Like, I could probably do a 20, 30-minute YouTube video and have it uploaded in 15. Like, it's that fast. Um, Bathroom's alright. Like, it's a bit of a pain because depending on what time of day, like, there's no water pressure or the water's cold. Sort of something I have to deal with, but it's not that bad. Um, could always be worse. And as I say that, the water's probably gonna stop working. Uh, let's see. First few days, there's always something to do around campus, which is quite nice. Like, first nights there was a meeting for, to, like, saying welcome to to the college, and yeah, a lot of the stuff they told us was everything we've heard before at orientation. People started leaving in the middle of it. And it was funny watching everybody just, like, all the people in charge just got so confused as to why people were leaving, and people weren't sure if they should be blocking the doors or not. So that was amusing. Um, there's a hypnotist. I didn't go to see him. Um, the second day, there was a magician. Again, didn't go to see him. Instead, I went to Walmart, and sometimes I forget how rich of an area this, like, where I am. Like, and then I go to Walmart, and if it weren't for the sign, I would never have realized it was a Walmart. It is that ritzy. And the fact there were people driving Aston Martins. Like, it's one thing from where I'm from to see, like, Corvettes and, those kinds of cars. But when you see an Aston Martin, you know that it's a rich area. Seriously. Like, ugh. Makes me. I almost feel bad driving a used '99 Honda Civic, but hey, it gets me around places, and I don't know. I haven't had the need to get off campus much, though. Job hunting and actually having a job, that's gonna change quickly. Um, See, next day there was a mandatory ice cream social because now it is mandatory to socialize. Like, even IB was never that bad to me. That ice cream social was optional, and even that was fun. This one was not nearly as good. Um, let's see. Casino night was also that night. That was a lot of fun. Like, I got dressed up and went and played Texas Hold'em till like midnight. Uh, didn't win anything. Like, because they gave you like $10,000, like, paper money at the door. So I ended up doubling that by the end of the night, which wasn't too bad by my standards, but I could have done better, and it's a shame. There were girls going around begging people. Like, what they would do is they would go to guys and say, "Oh, I'm out of money or I'm out of chips. Can you give me some?" And they ended up getting some ridiculous, absurd amounts, and that I thought was a little messed up because there was a raffle at the end, and how much cash you had determined the amount of tickets you could buy. Granted, those girls didn't win anything. I didn't win anything either. I just had fun, and that's all I cared about, really. Um, let's see, what else is there? Today's convocation. I gotta attend that. Well, I don't have to, but I'm going to. So I figured I might as well record this in my spare time. Um, Food's alright here. Like, there's always something to eat. Sort of. Maybe. Like, that was one thing on my trip to Walmart was I did buy a pack of Pop-Tarts for emergencies. Yeah, I, I probably shouldn't, but I like Nutella on Pop-Tarts. I'm a college student. I'm allowed to try these things. In all seriousness, like I don't know. For dinner, most nights in the cafeteria, I've been opting for the veggie options. Like the meat, I don't know. It just looks more appealing than the meat, like 90% of the time. Um, let's see. Um, so yeah, that's been college in a nutshell for me. It's like classes start tomorrow, and I've already been working on assignments. My first class is at 8 in the morning, and it's calculus. And I believe I have a test first thing. So, yay, that sounds like fun. Um, I'd say Tuesdays are my busiest days, though, so. Oh, I don't know. Once I get this week done, everything should become a bit more normal. So yeah, I figured I would record this and record a bunch of videos ahead of time while I still have this spare time. Um, Maybe not necessarily like publish them all at once on YouTube, but like just keep them as private and publish them as I deem fit. Like these update things about college. I don't know. I want to do these like at least once a week, maybe. I don't know. Depends on my spare time, really. Um, it's also weird talking about my roommates when they're in the same room. Like I'm recording this now while one of them's out to go get like brunch, I guess, because on weekends the cafeteria doesn't open till 11, and it's already almost noon. Um, Granted, convocation's at 1, so I'm probably gonna leave here, go to the cafeteria, and go to convocation straight from there. Um, Actually, now that I'm thinking about food, dinner is normally better than breakfast. Like breakfast is always the same thing. Though the omelets are quite decent, but I don't know. I would like a bit more variety, but I don't know. It's breakfast. How do you get variety in breakfast? I don't know. They don't offer cereal. Maybe that's could be a thing. Though I don't really care much for cereal anymore, unless it's like cinnamon toast crunch. I always love that. Let's see. Um, yeah, I don't know. Not much has really been going on. Like I sometimes I'll go around campus, but um, yeah, I don't know. I'll probably have more to talk about next week, like actually suffering through classes and whatnot. Um, let's see. Shout out to Kyle because you're awesome for letting me use your garage. Like I've been checking my car and it hasn't been leaking oil. It's just good. Glad we got that fixed. And paintball. Yeah, I totally called it out on you. Paintball. Paintball. Um, yeah, Taylor. Hope you're doing all right. Like I could imagine your moving was not nearly as painful as mine. That's another thing. That's one of my few complaints about my dorm is the building that it's in doesn't have its own parking lot. So I had to walk from the parking lot of another dorm plus up to the 6th floor, which there was an elevator, but sometimes waiting for the elevator was quite brutal. Um, Mom, like I said, I'm still alive, as you can tell. Or you may or may not know, depending if you've seen this video or not. The fact that I talked for 10 minutes straight is actually because when I originally did this, I only talked for about like two before I ran out of things to say, and that became quite awkward. Granted, I was recording, uh, I was recording my voice for a 30-minute video, but instead I decided, oh hey, let's just record my voice and then do the video after. So, yeah, smarter idea. I'm talking longer, which is a plus. I'm getting better at this. At least I hope. I don't know. And to the sister, behave. Don't let IB kill you. It's honestly not as bad as people say. Or maybe it is. I was a slacker. I wouldn't really know. No, just don't stress out. Alright, see you guys later.